Welcome to our third and final segment on this show, and we are discussing on smartphones. Have they changed the face of the girl child? And you have heard it for yourself what the girls in the house are telling us. Ladies, I want to know, so should we say moms and dads should desist us from using cell phones for the sake of protecting us?
No.
Is that fair?
Not really. But there should be that time, that moment when the mom says, girl, you should leave your phone, drop your phone and focus. There are moments where parents have to step up and tell their kids to drop their phone and focus, especially during meals or during family time. Because if with the rate of smartphone use, in the next decade, we could have adults who know just the right emoji for a situation, but not the right facial expression.
Also, adding on to that, she has just reminded me of the issue of stickers. WhatsApp is brought We can have sticker conversations. Personally, I have a sticker for every age in my phone. So that takes away people's personality and character. You know, you are hiding behind the face. You know, the number of laughing emojis we put on our phones, but with a straight face.
You are not smiling.
You are not smiling at all, you know, and that somehow is lying. And the other thing is, the problem is that where we're going now with online learning and all of that, you can't resist your child a phone or access to a certain gadget, because they will hide behind school and then TikTok. Whilst you think they're doing school stuff, they are taking the phone and doing other things. And nowadays kids are very bright, they clear the history. You will never know that is what they would have been doing. So I think it's important to instill values and all of that. And what we should also note is that the use of smartphones produces a brain chemical, the same chemical.
Dopamine.
Yes. And it's the same one that causes people to be addicted to alcohol and stuff like that. Which is why it is so easy for you to be addicted to your phone, because it comes with validation. You get a certain high when you have a phone, when you get a like, when you get a message from someone. You get there is a high that it comes with. So all of that needs to be controlled, and if it's started at a younger age, it would be if we had gotten such guidance and all of that, you know, I know we would have been better people than we are right now. So yes.
So in other words, you are telling me that parents must try by all means to be there and guide their children.
Yes, indeed, they should be there and guide their children, because excessive use of the phone may lead to addiction and strain the parent and daughter relationships. So they should be there.
I agree. I quite agree with what they're saying, but it's subject to a big, huge debate. If we try to say parents have that ability to restrict, or rather should I say control, the amount of time a child spends on a cell phone, especially with the common trends of coronavirus and e-learning and all that. Yes, one might hide behind the curtains of learning whilst doing other things, but at times you won't know when the child needs that phone. You might have taken the phone from the child, but the child at a certain time needs the phone. Take for example myself, when I'm reading, I'm not that person that's 24/7 I'm holding my book. So sometimes I'm just watching a movie, I'm holding my phone, and then I just said, I should just read a few things from this topic. Yes, the television is on, we are watching a movie as a family, but you don't know what I'm doing with my phone. I'm busy reading, going through a certain topic, a certain chapter in my phone. So it's hard to tell what time, the amount of time to give a child. Yes, if you say this is the right time, but it might not be the time for me that I feel like reading. I might feel like not reading, and if you give me the phone at that time, I will just go through it and just say, and nothing will get into my head. So that time when I feel like reading, I should read, and it will be hard if you take the phone from me. So it's hard to really say this amount of time is really necessary, and if the parents should take the phone for because we are different people, we learn and accumulate knowledge and information quite differently. So it's hard to tell whether the child really needs the phone at that time or not, and whether to take it or not.
Yeah, I agree with what you are saying, but you know, it's parents would always be parents. You'd always want to guide. But I think from what you are saying, there we are. Maybe we can say parents need to adopt this. There's a system that I have learned from the banks. You know what they do? The banks, when they employ people who are going to be tailors, they go through a training. And in the training, there is a certain time when they come, when they just teach those bank tailors what an original note looks like. They don't waste their time talking of what a fake sometimes fake comes with this shape and that. They just take their maximum time to tell the bank teller what an original note looks like. So that each and every time a bank teller holds any note in his or her hand, he knows the features of an original note. If he does not find those features, then it means it's not an original note. So I think now it's up to the parents to really to make sure that they drill into their children what it is to have the Ubuntu aspect, what it is to have this good moral fiber, what it is to become a respectable lady. Even if pop-ups, even if what comes, then those children are prepared enough to be able to refute and say, no, wait, this, I can't do this, I can't do this. Because we have things that we face out there, but we are able to say, no, I can't do this because I remember I grew up hearing this, some men saying, I can't beat my wife because I never saw my father beating my mother. So it's something that they saw and they have lived it. So if parents are going to, maybe what we need is to educate parents enough so that they'll be able to then guide us through. Because some of these things, truly, we can't run away from them. There you are, parents. What a discussion with the ladies on the show. I tell you, I bet you this discussion did not end, but because of time, we just have to end it here. It's me, your host, Pastor Petros Dope, on Parenting Insights. And today we were looking on the issue of smartphones. Have they changed the life of the girl child? Thank you so much for continuing to follow us. Follow us on the handles that are appearing on the screen, and God bless you.